Hi there. Well, hopefully you're over the Christmas and New Year festivities now, and now you can try and recover after it all. I was given this DVD, and someone said to me, "Oh, have a look at this. You'll enjoy this. You don't need to give it me back." And whenever somebody says that, I think to myself, "Is it really that bad that they don't want it back?" Anyway, it's this one, The Football Factory. I'd heard of it before. I didn't realise a young Danny Dyer, an actor of some note, whom I like, and I like his outspoken views, and I like his sense of humour as well. He's in it. I think this came out about 2004. I thought at first when I saw this photograph, I thought it's Russell Tovey, but obviously it's not. It says, "You'll be laughing or gasping the whole way through it." That's by Zoo magazine. Happy hour measures of violence, drugs, drinking, thieving, sex and profanity, a nose-bursting blow to the senses, totally infectious. This is Loaded magazine. Hilarious and gripping from start to finish. That's Nuts magazine. Never seen that before. It says, "The Football Factory, what you're going to do on a Saturday." It's an 18 certificate. And on the back it says, based on the best-selling novel by John King, The Football Factory is a study of Middle England football violence and male culture. The story centres around Tommy Johnson, a bored 20-something who lives for the weekend, casual sex, watered-down lager, sounds like Birmingham, heavily cut drugs, sounds like Birmingham, and occasionally kicking the F out of someone. Tommy's life ambles along until a violent encounter with the rival firm top boy starts a tit-for-tat war and a series of nightmares that force him to ask himself the question about his life. Is it worth it? Told through Tommy's eyes and linked together by his relationship with three other generations of males, The Football Factory is a drug-fueled adrenaline rush of a story about friendship, revenge and violence. This is England's worst nightmare. Enjoy it. Also, it's got extras. I think there's a Blu-ray version of this as well, if you're really that bothered. Audio commentary from Nick Love and Danny Dyer, and the making of The Football Factory, alternate opening scene, deleted scenes, Nick Love's short film, love story, original production, design concepts, fight scene, theatrical trailer, TV spot, Goodbye Charlie Bright trailer, It's All Gone Pete Tong, the Streets music video, Fit But You Know It, and it's it's 87 minutes long, Dolby Digital 5, and DVD 9 dual layer single-sided disc. So there we are. So when I've got a bit of quiet time on my own, I shall watch this, because I think there's somebody else in this house that wouldn't like to see violent scenes like this. Now, I was never really one for going to football matches as such. I knew one or two people that used to like to go to football matches, and they used to sort of brag that they got into a ruck and whatnot. But I think it was all hot air. I don't think actually anything happened. I think they came back home to a plate of fish and chips and doing what their mum told them to do. My only two experiences of football matches are as follows. Back in the 60s, I bought this long black Mac that had big black patch pockets on it, PVC Mac. No, not Flasher's Mac. And I bought it at a place called Oswald Bailey's in Birmingham, and they sold camping gear and things like that. Anyway, this particular Mac, it was made very popular by the late great DJ John Peel. So a couple of friends of mine said, "Oh, come on, go and see a match. We'll go and see a match." So I said, "All right then, I'll go." And it was a Saturday morning, and I went, and I had this Mac on. So standing on the terraces, and it was a match, Birmingham City Football Ground, and they were playing Middlesbrough. And I think one of the star players at that time for Birmingham City was a man called Trevor Hockey. I'm not sure if he's still with us now, but still. And a very good looking bloke, and all the girls liked him anyway. I was on the terraces, anyway, watched the match, very loud and whatnot. And people started to go out at the end of the match. And I thought, something funny in my pocket. And somebody had been behind me. I don't know how this had quite happened without me knowing it. And they'd peed in the big patch pocket of my PVC Mac. So that kind of put me off. The next time I saw a football match was when I was working for Range Rover, and there was going to be a couple of matches for the company's football team. So we all went on a coach down to Cardiff, and I can't remember what this particular factory was called, or engineering business, but it was a big thing in Cardiff. And we watched a match, and part of this deal with the coach trip down was we got to see England play Wales at Ninian Park, as was then, which was just across the road. So I went, but I couldn't really see anything because I was up at the back, and I could hear all the ooh, oh, no. And we could use the bar at this company, and a lot of people went down there. And a friend and I, called John Wilson, we went down into Cardiff city centre. I think this must have been around about 1977. And every pub we went to, we weren't going in with scarves. They said, no, we don't serve football fans. And, you know, we were 20-something blokes. And they wouldn't serve us except one pub. And we managed to have a couple of pints there and come back. And then when we got the coach to come back, there were some arguments on the coach. And these two blokes got off the coach, and they left 2 or 3 people behind because they didn't turn up for the coach on time. So Lord knows how they got home anyway. Anyway, that's my experience anyway of football matches. There was no violence. Well, certainly, I mean, if there was any at the actual football ground with England versus Wales, I never saw it. But there was certainly no violence with our team. And I was glad to get home, and I said after that, never again. Never again. That's me, done with football matches. And it was. I see sometimes on television, but I'm not an avid fan or anything like my son is, and he's a Liverpool fan. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this DVD anyway, and maybe you've already seen it. Maybe you've got some comments on it. Maybe you want to guide me on some other similar film that I should see. Okay, hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.